Howdy gamers, welcome to the Erbs 2 devlog series, where I document the development of my Eternal Return-like Dota 2 mod. This devlog is all about my roadmap to rework weapons and characters. Right now, most complexity comes from the weapons skill system. Weapons grant basically any two skills without restriction, presenting a serious obstacle to learning the game, as systems with effectively no patterns are hard to learn. My first step to simplifying weapons is to have them grant only one skill instead of two. The next is to establish patterns for their skills. So I'll be introducing weapon classes, groups of similar weapons that share a skill. Instead of depending on just the class, like Eternal Return, the skill granted will depend on both the weapon class and the survivor wielding it. So the way the big guy utilizes a bow will differ from that spellcaster guy. With weapons granting fewer skills, survivors will start with 4 spells instead of just 2. The secondary goal of all these changes is to strengthen the identity of characters and weapons. I really love when characters or factions have their own way of doing things, and games like StarCraft are a really good example of this. Each faction has their own way of performing even basic game mechanics, like constructing buildings, training units, and creating supply. I plan to capture this in my mod by making the survivors have asymmetric skill sets. Survivors should be doing things their way, and this will be reflected mechanically by going from a majority of skills being shared by all to having 0% overlap in skills. With 8+ unique skills to work with instead of just 2, I'm looking over all the Dota skills again to reevaluate which ones would fit where. The basic plan is to have the big guy being beefy and moving people around, Fist Girl to run around and punch people a lot, the Spellcaster to just feel mage-y, and for Bow Girl to fulfill the Rogue and Ranger shoes. So with that, this devlog is done. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll catch you next time.